So I want to stress right now that this is not an investigative or journalistic video because that will be technically illegal here in China for me to do that without a visa. So I guess you can say I'm just doing one of those vlogs. I don't even know what the heck to call them. I don't even vlog. I don't even do that stuff. I just record as my, as my heart desires and what it feels. I've been doing this stuff before whatever you call it happened anyway. So let's get on with the story. Now, everybody knows this little coronavirus thing is getting out of hand, and this is probably the most people I've seen in town this whole time. Cops are out here though. 你好. They're so nice. And don't know. It's just pretty empty out in the downtown area. At least it was like a few days ago. What could be happening right now that we have a lot of cars out. A lot of people are taking their cars, and it's not really that many cars in comparison to other days, but this might be the safest way to travel right now for most people. And sorry, I'm switching hands. And I just wanted to say, give an update because everybody's going crazy about it. But I just left the gym. No one's wearing masks in the gym except for the receptionist, and that could be bad for all of us, breathing in everybody's CO2 and whatnot. But there's one thing that you guys need to know, is something that you learn, is basic science. Some of you freaking forgot, and you forget every time, but that's okay because I'm here to remind you that diseases are only airborne if you come in contact with someone directly. And if you didn't know this, bacteria, the vapors in which you sneeze and cough, it gets vaporized into little bitty droplets which tend to fizzle out in a very quick second. So really the only time you can contract anyone's like diseases and stuff or illnesses is when they sneeze on you. They sneeze in your direction and you breathe in those microorganisms and things like that flying around about him. He's not in the mood. He's not playing around. He has on the mask. And I'm not even gonna go to the pharmacy to ask if they have masks. So one thing you want to do is you don't want to be like me if you want to stay safe, okay? You don't want to be like me. I'm walking around with no mask because no one is going to sneeze in my face. No one's going to cough in my face. China. And I'm going to make sure that I stay far away from anybody who is already showing any kind of symptoms, even the slightest sneeze or cough. So just want to let you know, I'm in the heart of Shanghai. It's called Jing'an district. I'm in the downtown Jing'an area. Pretty much uptown. I think some water fell on my shoe, maybe from here. So one thing that you want to do to stay safe is, first off, yeah, you should get a mask. But that's only for people who like breathe in and out all the time, because like a lot of these people are old school and they believe that they need to breathe in and breathe out. Okay, that's like one thing that you need to do. And I have to say this, the reason why I don't wear a mask most times is because I'm already not breathing. Everybody around me is smoking, whether it's in Korea or here in China or even in Japan, somebody's smoking. And that stuff gets everywhere. The air's polluted. In Dallas, Texas, I learned how to not breathe as much because there's allergens in the air. I'm probably already not able to breathe because the pollen has got stuck to my nose and everything, and I can't breathe. So I'm unwillingly able to do so. And so to prevent that, over the time, I learned how to hold my breath. And for some of you asking me or wondering, how do I not look like I'm 36 years old? That's probably the reason why, because I sleep in something called suspended animation a lot. Oh, there was noise in there for a second. And I don't breathe when I'm supposed to. That will slow stuff down in your body. No filter. And I also have to say, for getting a mask, you know, it's not like, you have to remember, it's not the ultimate protection. If you want the ultimate protection, you're gonna need something like a real gas mask, something that you would find like a military grade gas mask that you would protect yourself from in BC. And I'm talking about the network November Bravo Charlie. You're gonna need an NBC mask, you know, to stop yourself from getting contaminated by like nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons and things like that. That's what the NBC stands for some of you who are not military minded people, or military educated people, as I was military educated and trained. So yeah, you want to make sure you get one of those babies, and make sure that you get a filter, make sure that you know how to use the filter and whatnot. And this isn't the case that, like, you know, there's some kind of like, there is a biological weapon out there causing this thing to happen and things get out of hand. Remember, you're gonna need that. For some of you who don't know how to make a homemade NBC mask, you probably want to get to your closest Marine and ask them, how the heck do I make one? I'm BSing. Another thing you want to do is make sure that you're exercising adequately. You know, a lot of people here in China, they don't exercise a lot, so I'm pretty sure, aside from the people who do like Tai Chi and stuff in the morning, they're all right. But you know, young people are out making money, man. It's all about making money in Shanghai and in most areas of China where they're trying to become a tier 2 or tier 1 city. They're busy trying to make a lot of money, man, and they're not concerned with like their body, and they don't even eat that much anyway. I mean, they eat a lot, but there's other times when they don't eat. Like, they don't eat full course meals 3 times a day like most Americans do. So yeah, you can get that out of your head. They're not eating junk food all the time. Some of them do. Some of them have evolved into like what we call otaku or nerds or geeks and stuff, that, like, you know, like fellow gamers like myself. Those guys, there's a handful of them who do, you know, get out of hand and out of control with their stuff, but that's because they have the money to do so. And again, they're not at all concerned about like being uber healthy or anything like that. But exercise adequately, because to make sure that, you know, you're doing something that could be routine. Also for the future, don't just make this like a one-time thing, and it's not like something that you want to start doing just because I said so. It's just, if you are already exercising adequately, do so. If you're already healthy and you're not exercising, good for you. You know, keep up whatever you're doing, but stay out of people's way, and make sure you protect the mask. And of course, I'm talking to people here in Asia, because there's a lot of people traveling overseas. And also, another thing you want to do is make sure that you're eating good. That doesn't mean just eat healthy. It means eat good. Eat what you like and eat what makes you happy. But you do want to have like a lot of vitamins and stuff like that. Stuff that is proven to help you through your dietary history or something like that. Because actually, you know, eating good is just, it's whatever. You're not just gonna eat a bunch of oranges and be fine, but it's good to eat oranges, and you'll be fine if you're already doing it. So make sure that you're doing that, and drink drink some warm water or something. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm about to go to Taco Bell. I'm about to pop this like ice cold water. This is actually icy cold water. Not wearing a mask, so I already broke like 3 rules. But I'm about to eat what makes me happy. I'm going all the way downtown. Nobody's walking the streets really. Traffic is blah, and that's all I got to say about that. So, coronavirus, they're shutting down schools, they're shutting down businesses. The gym is closing today. They're not going to be open until February 3rd. That's just a rough shot of when they're going to close. So we're probably going to be on lockdown until for another 2 weeks. So anyways, thank you for watching my video.